Hi there, in this screencast I'm going to show you how to get a sprite who's running and can jump. Okay, so the first thing I'm going to do is, if I didn't do so already, and I don't think I did, I'm going to need to go into the designer view, and I'm going to need to drag, well, if I'm using the stick man, I'm going to have to drag 6 image sprites onto the screen. So I think I did it already, so that I wouldn't waste a whole lot of time doing it in the screencast. But what you'll want to do is go to drawing and animation, go to image sprite, drag 6 of them, and then I called mine, named them runner 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5, and runner. Actually, do 7, not 6. Call one runner, 5 of them one runner 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and another one runner jumping. Okay, and then for each of the images, for runner 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5, well, you need to upload the sprites for the stick man running, and I use the white ones because it's going to be white on black, and you can find those on the F drive under ICS, and then I believe it's under projects, and then the side scrolling game, app inventor, and then sprites. So once I got that, and or all my image sprites on there and associated an image with each of them, including the runner jumping one. And for runner, it actually doesn't matter because you're going to be constantly replacing its image when the game is running. Then you're going to need to drag on an animation clock. Well, actually, a clock, actually 2 clocks. One that you're going to name jump clock, and another one that you're going to name animation clock. And you're going to want to make sure that you set the timer interval to 10 for each of them. Okay, so now I'm going to go into the blocks view, and I'm going to create an animation count variable. So I do this, I go over to the variable section, I drag a initialize global variable onto my work area, and then I set that equal to we'll do 1. Okay, we'll cycle through the 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5 images. So now I'm going to go to clock. Actually, before I even do that, let's place a runner on the screen. I don't know that if we didn't in the last screencast, then here's what you need to do. I can't remember if we did or not. You're going to go to the runner section, and you're going to do set runner X to screen width plus 50, and then set runner Y to screen height minus 57. So that'll, and actually no, it's not screen width plus 50, it's 2 times screen width plus 50. So I'm going to go over to the math section. I'm going to find 2 times. I'm going to put that in, and I'm going to do 2 times screen width plus 50. So let's see, it needs to go like that. The times one needs to be inside the plus one. So I'm going to do 2 times screen width plus 50, and the reason it needs to be 2 times the screen width is because you may remember our canvas is actually 3 screen widths wide, and you start counting the x coordinates from the very left edge of the canvas, so it's only the middle section of the canvas that's on the screen, and its coordinates would be 2 times screen width, and then another 50 pixels for good measure. Okay, so now I have my animation count variable. I'm going to go to the clock, the animation clock, and I'm going to drag the tick event or the timer event handler for the timer. Oh yeah, and I need to put these back into the initialize section. Okay, so now what needs to happen in the animation clock timer? Well, it's like the first few lines of code in the draw method of your XNA game. I need to increase this count variable by 1. So I'm going to do set, and to increase it by 1, I need to drag the plus block over. And let me go to get animation count, and then I'm going to go do the math, and I need to put in a 1 there. Okay, then I need to have the if statement that recycles or resets that value back to 1 as soon as it reaches 6. Okay, so I need to do if, and then I'm going to need to do an equals for math because we're comparing numeric values. If the animation count is equal to 6, then we set animation count equal to 0. So I'm going to do that, and no, I'm sorry, we set it back to 1. Okay, and now I'm going to need, because we have images that are numbered 1 to 5. So now I'm going to go and I'm going to have a big if statement for which is going to, based on the value of animation count, display the correct image in the runner picture, in the runner image sprite. So I'm going to need an if, and I think like 4 else ifs. So, and each one of them is going to have this check to see what the value of the animation count variable is. Okay, so I'm gonna need a 1, 2, 3, 4, and a 5, and I'm going to, let's see, set the picture of the runner sprite, because the runner image sprite is the one that's actually on the screen that we're going to rotate images through. So the way I do that is I say set runner picture to, and then I find that other image sprite of the numbered ones, and I say get picture. So this one would be runner 1 picture, and this is going to be runner 2 picture, and runner 3 picture, runner 4, and runner 5. Okay, that should do it. I don't have the camera attached for the screencast, otherwise I would run this and show it to you, but you're just going to have to take my word that that's going to work to get your animated runner in the lower left corner of the screen when your program starts. I think I'm going to divide just getting the runner on the screen and him jumping into 2 screencasts. So this will be the end of the screencast that just showed you how to get the runner animated and on the screen. All right, cheers.